Previously on Balls.
Listen, time to talk a little bit of cricket. A man who's just taken the world by storm ever since he's joined the ranks of the cricketing world. Has had an incredible run over the last 18 months or so. Great to have him on Balls Visual Radio. Faf du Plessis, welcome to the show, Faf.
Hi guys, great to be on the show once again.
Thank you.
Awesome. What you been up to, Faf, in this break now that test match is only lasting 3 days? You must be enjoying having a couple of extra days to yourself.
It's nice, but it's very nice. I mean, we haven't been given the opportunity to spend much time in Pretoria lately.
Yes.
So it's just being at home, chilling a bit. But tomorrow I'm off to AB de Villiers' bachelor, so then it becomes, I suppose, not so chilled anymore.
Is he singing?
Is that why he couldn't chat to us? Preparing for the bachelors.
Yeah,
Listen,
he's probably planning and resting and making sure everyone's
Yeah,
ready.
he's not planning for the bachelors. He's worried about the bachelors. That's
Exactly,
that's for sure.
And he should be.
Yes. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun there. That's for sure.
Is he whipping up his guitar for the party, Faf?
You're a little bit soft in the background. I can only hear John's voice. Your guy, it's a little bit soft. I don't know if
okay.
it's fine or...
Sorry about that. No, I was asking if AB de Villiers will be bringing his guitar to his bachelor.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. Sorry, what was that?
I was asking if AB de Villiers will be bringing his guitar to the bachelor party.
If I know every the way I do, he, like always does, he rates himself massively as a singer, so it will definitely
Yeah, tell him to get over himself over that one. You know, just concentrate on keeping.
Look, that's one thing. His keeping's been excellent lately. To get that world record the other day, I'm so chuffed for him. Finally, people can start giving him all the hassle about the keeping and the batting.
Exactly. Good point.
And if I were those Pakistanis, I'd be very worried about Dale Steyn there, who's playing on his home ground at Newlands. Looking ahead to that second test, Faf, I'm sure you're very excited, and it's going to be an absolute contest of note, hopefully.
Yeah, look, the Pakistanis are a very good team. Our bowlers, which is excellent.
Yeah.
So we're expecting the second test to be a good battle. I mean, that Ajmal is a fantastic bowler. Hopefully, the ground staff will just make sure that the ball doesn't spin 1 millimeter. Because if he gets some spin, he becomes very dangerous. But in saying that, also, if we continuously speak about it in the slipboard, and you wouldn't want to be a batsman facing our attack. They are really world class. With Dale and Morna and Vernon and Roy and backup, it's just an excellent team attack.
Faf, I want to ask you a little bit about taking over the captaincy on the ODIs when AB got that suspension. How did it affect you personally? I mean, you must have been incredibly proud, but I mean, you've worked with the best when it comes to captains. How do you go there and implement your style onto a team?
That's spot on, Sash. I think that's the most important thing. I've been fortunate enough to work a lot with Graham, and for me, Graham is the best captain that I've played under. And I've also worked under coaches like Gary and Stephen Fleming, which are great leaders in their own way. I suppose the thing about captaincy is you have to have your own way of captaining. There's only one Graham Smith and the way he captains the side. So for me, it's nice to learn from him, but when I do captain, I try and have my own way. Not the right or the wrong way, but just you must do it on your gut and on how you feel things are going. So it was great for me, first of all, to get the opportunity. It was after captaining the 2020 for the first time. The last year for me, it's just turns around so quickly. So I'm just very fortunate.
Faf, just reflecting back on Pakistan's worst score ever, I think also the Wanderers at 49. What was the spirit and mood like in the camp? It must have been something very, very special for you.
Yeah, it's fantastic, Alec. One thing for sure is that fielding sometimes in Test cricket can get a bit long, and the legs and the back gets very tired. So when we bowl a side for 49, all you see when you come into the change rooms is smiles, because I love getting off the park as quick as possible. And when they do that, and they've been doing it quite a bit lately. So hopefully, when we played at Newlands, we rolled New Zealand out for cheaply. So I'm also expecting the ground staff to leave a little bit of grass on, because we've somehow learn how to deal with a little bit of grass, and the teams coming in find it quite challenging with the ball moving around more.
And also fitting, not only you guys winning the test against Pakistan, but the fact that the national women's team also beat Pakistan to advance to the World Cup
yes,
next
I
round.
saw it. It excellently.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can do us proud over there. And hopefully they won't get any of the choking chirps.
Yes.
It's coming.
No, it won't be there. Faf, our cricket seems to be in such a good state at present in all three different formats: the ODIs, the 20s, and in the Test arena. What is your what has been your impression of Gary Kirsten coming into the fold?
Gary is probably now, he won't take the responsibility, just the kind of person. He's been a massive influence in the way things have turned around for us. It's probably the biggest thing with Gary is, he's a guy that's played a lot of cricket and retired not too long ago. So he understands the modern age cricketer and what we need and what we're all about. So that's one of his best assets. And then also he's a big guy, a big believer in team culture and how you respect each other and the people around you. We've got a huge amount of respect for each other in our teams. And that's when with the test team is doing so fantastic. With the one-day team, it's a little bit different because we've got new faces coming in, all so it's difficult to get that team culture quickly. But that will take time, as with the test kit. And just Gary is just so calm at all times. For me, that's a very valid thing that a coach needs nowadays. I want someone, whether I'm playing good or bad, or whether we're winning or losing, that he treats you the same. And Gary has that, has that always. So, he's done very well for the South African team.
I know that AB thanked Mark Boucher for some of the input that he gave him. Has Mark been around? Have you had a chance to chat to him at all, Faf?
Yes, Mark helped us out there, especially in the one-day series when Quentin de Kock is obviously a young keeper is coming through. And Mark was there every day working with him. And I know also AB has done a lot of work with Mark over the years with keeping. I mean, Mark is as experienced keeper as you can get. So it's great that Cricket South Africa is still using him in that sense. All the ex-players are involved now. We've got Alan Donald, who was a great player. Gary was a great batsman in the South African team. And the same now with Mark Bouch, So it's great that the old players are still involved and they're really enjoying being around now.
Lovely. Thanks very much, Faf. All this.
Just a quick question before you go to. It seems that Titans are missing you guys in the Sunfall series. They are yet to win a match at all and are sitting bottom of the log.
That's. We've been following as well, and there's not much to say about it. But hopefully, luckily, we've got some good 2020 players in the setup there now. So I think for them, the focus will be the 2020s. As you know, in South Africa now, that's a massive competition. It's a lot of money for domestic players, so they put a lot of emphasis on it. So I think, even though they're playing this game now started today, they'll be thinking about the 2020s coming up. But it's been a disappointing 4-day campaign for them, no doubt about it.
Listen, you know what? I've always been a Titans. I'm a Bulls fan and Titans fan. You've got to give the other Oaks a chance once in a while.
Give the Warriors a chance.
We're saying the same thing, Sasha. We joke about it.
Exactly. I just got to give the guys. Otherwise people get disinterested if we win everything all the time.
Right.
In the national team, we joke about it. We say because every year, the last 5 or 6 years, it's either been the Titans or the Cobras. So the Cobras say, as long as the Titans win, we're happy, and the Titans guys, as long as the Cobras guys win, we're happy. We don't mind sharing the trophies every year.
Brilliant. Listen, continue the brilliant success and just the inspiration you are, I think, to a lot of young South Africans who really want to become the next Faf du Plessis. Faf, so brilliant. Carry on, and good luck for the Bachelors, first of all, tomorrow, and then, of course, the next test against Pakistan.
Thanks, Sasha. Thanks for the kind words, and thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Hopefully chat soon.
All right, all the
Thanks,
best.
Faf.
Cheers.
There we go. Faf du Plessis, such a gentleman, so humble, great guy. So, that Bachelor's going to be hectic.
Yeah.
John, pop it.
This is Bulls Visual Radio. Darren Simon, Kate and John. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. Bulls.co.za